All right, let's go to Obama and his new Bain ad. Bain Capital, Mitt Romney, of course, ran Bain Capital. But there's a new ad out, and it's pretty bad. It's, woof.
Yes, and thank you, Newt Gingrich, for blazing this trail. We talked about it when he came out with that documentary. When he came out with all the nonsense about Bain in the first place, we said, okay, you're just going to regurgitate all of this during the main campaign.
And here it comes.
I was a steel worker for 30 years. We had a reputation for quality products. It was something that was American-made, and we weren't rich, but I was able to put my daughter through college.
Having a good paying job that you can support and raise a family on is hugely important.
That stopped with the sale of the plant to Bain Capital.
I know how business works. I know why jobs come and why they go.
Bain Capital was the majority owner. They were responsible. Mitt Romney was deeply involved in the influence that he exercised over these companies.
Oh, no. Mitt Romney was deep. Listen to how that's phrased. Mitt Romney was deeply involved in the influence he exercised over these companies.
Well, can I tell you something?
Sadly, Mitt Romney wasn't there anymore when this happened.
No, wait, hang on. So he quit. He left Bain.
Yes. Two years before.
Yeah, 2 years before.
2 years before this happened. So he's doing the exact same thing Gingrich did with the Bain Capital crap and doing all the stuff about what happened with Bain after Romney left and pinning it all on Romney.
That is unreal.
Now, the laid-off worker, the guy who's like, and we all, we weren't rich, but...
Yeah, we weren't rich.
The laid-off worker was offered a buyout. So the guy who they're using and make you feel sorry for him, he was offered a buyout. And Mitt Romney wasn't even there. Mitt Romney was gone for 2 years.
Listen to the spin on this.
They made as much money off it as they could, and they closed it down. They filed for bankruptcy without any concern for the families.
Hold on.
No concern for the families.
Hold on.
None.
Do you have any idea do you know how venture capitalists work? Do you know what that is?
Well, sure, they hurt the average citizen.
Right. They go to these companies that say, I don't want to become a public company. Mm-hmm. I want some venture capital.
Need capital.
We need capital. And what they do is they get into bed with you for 2 to 5 years. They design the out before you sign anything. They say, we're only in this for 2 years. We need our money back in 2 years. We need our money back in 4 years. It's not like...
And for that promise... You get capital now,
right? You need a
venture.
You need $20 million, and you need it now. Okay, we'll give it to you, but we're not a long-term investor. We're somebody that can give you that capital, but we need a return on our investment and the $20 million back in a year and a half, 2 years, 5 years on the outside. So if you get to the end and you can't pay them back, or you can't give them, they're taking their money. That was the contract. That's like, these guys, they got every dime they could get out of us. No, apparently not, because if they went out of business, they could have gotten a lot more. Did they even get their money back from you? If they had to put you out of business, did they even get their money back? What are you looking at me confused for?
I'm just thinking to myself, as the person who appears in this ad, I mean, what are you doing? What's your opinion of yourself that you'll lower yourself to come into an attack ad to attack a guy who wasn't even with the company when this event occurred, and to not talk about the fact that you got a buyout and say that they didn't care about you? I mean, you are going through, you're just lying.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a really...
Yeah, you're a liar.
Here's the amazing thing.
Man.
You're a shill for Obama just like everybody else.
That's awful.
You don't think that people are willing to lie?
No, they are, I guess. But that was what you saw as I was looking at you like that, was exactly me going through that process. That was amazing.
I'm just thinking, when we say that, hey, we're Americans and we're, blah, blah, blah. Now is the time to show it.
Yeah.
Now is the time to show it. If we say as a people, the truth doesn't matter. It doesn't. I like this guy and I'm not going to even pay attention in the news. Well, you know what? I'm getting mine. Screw the other guy. If we say this now, we are going to get the country we deserve. We'll get the freedom that we deserve.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the moment of choosing.
Think about it. In 2001, it was pretty high profile where Mitt Romney was. Anybody know where Mitt Romney was in 2001?
Wait a minute. It seems like there are Olympics going on.
Seems like there were Olympics coming to Salt Lake City. Who was the head of the Salt Lake Olympic Committee? I don't know. Mitt Romney. He had left in 1999. He's concentrating on the Olympics. How are you blaming him for the downfall now of your company? It's just unbelievable. The lies here are just, and they can't hold up.
You know what? Here's what this is. This is the Obama campaign getting us to stop talking about the election.
Yeah.
And what they do is they'll just do these blatant lies. They don't care.
They start fires all over the forest,
Correct.
and then you're just running around putting them out.
That's all you're doing. And so you don't have time to say they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't want to talk about the economy. They just don't want to talk about job creation. They don't want to talk about his record because he has no record. And so it doesn't matter. He'll say, gays are great, gays aren't great. It doesn't matter. Say something. Get people to talk about it for 3 days. And then we'll get something else to talk about for 3 days. And then we'll just do a commercial that's complete lies, and they'll have to go and defend it and say how bad we are. Big deal. Because by the time it's run through the cycle, we're on to something else.
Yep. That's exactly what they do.
Exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
I expect that out of him. To be an individual private citizen and to let yourself be used in that fashion, to me, is still
do you remember
shocking.
the last time? Wasn't it Newt Gingrich? The last time this kind of ad came out, the guy said, that's not what we said.
Yeah.
This isn't the interview we even did.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to throw this guy under the bus because these guys are so unscrupulous. They might have asked different questions and then edited it and went.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Fair point.